here for Jackson's 10-month update. He turned 10 months on March 1st. I talked about this in our daily vlogs. He was born on April 30th. Usually we celebrate his months on the 30th, obviously, but there was no 30th of the month, so we celebrated on March 1st. But anyways, I'm gonna get into the update because we have a lot to talk about. The first thing I wanna talk about is something that has been going on with Jackson since about 6 months that I haven't really mentioned because we were trying to get a hold of it and a grasp of it and figure out what was happening and what it was that was causing this. But I got contacted by Desitin to do a review on their products. And honestly, I was super excited because we have been using this for the past, since he turned 6 months, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 4 months. And this has been a lifesaver. So when they contacted me, I was like, yes, I will do a review. So they sent me more Desitin, which I'm excited about because like I said, you can tell we use this stuff. I'm gonna share what has been going on with Jackson. So when he turned 6 months is when we started solid foods. And basically, in a nutshell, Jackson was getting really bad diaper rashes. Well, I say really bad, but they weren't super bad. Like he didn't have to get on any medication or anything, but his bum would get really red. Every time he would have a bowel movement, his bum would get really red. And if we didn't catch it right away, because sometimes, you know, if it didn't smell bad or if he was like playing and we didn't notice that he had a poop or anything, he would just start screaming, crying, and his bum would just be super red when we would change his diaper. Sometimes it would be so red that he didn't even want to like sit down or didn't want to take a bath, and it was just really upsetting. So we started using Desitin, and this has been a lifesaver. As you can see, we started with the Desitin Rapid Relief. This came in like in a little newborn pack that we got when he was born, and we've gone through that like crazy. And we started on the maximum strength. It's the blue one, as you can see here. Blue, the purple one. The blue one is the one I used before, the purple one. And that's the one that they have sent us as well. And this stuff is maximum strength zinc oxide diaper rash paste, and it is paraben free. If you don't know about Desitin, but it's like a really thick, see how it's coming out? It's kind of like toothpaste, white cream. It has like a, I don't know if I want to say like a fresh scent, but it doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of good actually. And I only use the tiniest bit. Jackson's diaper rashes are just red. He doesn't get like blisters or anything crazy like that. So basically I just take a little bit, put it on my finger, I wipe it all over where it's red, and then anything left over on my fingers, I kind of just wipe off on the diaper. That way my hands get clean, and then I put the diaper on him. And I swear to you guys, this stuff, as soon as I put this on, his next diaper change, which is 2 to 3 hours later, his bum is totally fine. It's not red, he's not crying. Especially at nighttime is when I like to put this on the most because I feel like it seeps in better, obviously, the longer that he has a diaper on. So this stuff is amazing and I love it. And if you guys haven't tried it, you need to try it. So we aren't quite sure what the diaper rash is from, and I'm just kind of assuming it was just the introduction to food because it is kind of going away as the months go on. And he loves fruit, and so I have a feeling that the fruit and the acid in the fruit kind of just give him the diaper rash. But it is crazy that like as soon as he poops, if you don't change him right away, then he'll have a red bum. So we feel really bad for him, but at the same time, we have this, and this has been a lifesaver. I will say we've tried 2 other diaper rash creams that we don't like, that don't work. One of them was a really thin consistency and it was just like really watery and it was not good. And the other one didn't really do its job. Like I said, this will clear up his red bum in like 2 hours. And the other one, it didn't. I mean, it made like a little bit of a difference, but not totally cleared up like this did. So This is amazing. Now I know these are both Desitin products, but I do feel like the purple worked a lot better than the blue one. The blue one is rapid relief and this purple one is the maximum strength. So depending on your child's diaper rash, I would definitely recommend the purple over the blue, but like I said, they both worked. You can tell that I've used this and loved it as well. So that is it. Like I said, if your child is suffering from diaper rash and you haven't tried Desitin yet, definitely go buy it. It's really not expensive whatsoever. And it even comes in like little newborn packs. Like I told you, it had like baby powder and some other stuff in it. I think like lotion, maybe Johnson & Johnson lotion and Johnson & Johnson shampoo. It's so nice to have confidence that this will help Jackson, because poor little guy would just cry and cry and cry, and it was really sad. So anyways, on to his 10-month update. I cannot believe he is 10 months already. The biggest thing that happened this month is that Jackson is walking. If you guys watch our daily vlogs, you know that already. Towards the end of month 8, like right before he turned 9 months, he took like a few steps, and just throughout this whole entire month, he has been practicing. And I remember with Jane, I feel like since she was our first child, we kind of were like obsessed, and we're like, we want her to walk, and we'd always practice with her and like hold her up and have her walk to each other and everything. And with Jackson, we did it a few times, but otherwise he was just so determined to walk. I talked about it a little bit on our daily vlogs. I think that he just was done with crawling. He didn't want to crawl anymore. A lot of times his knees would get really red when he would crawl, like get like carpet burn or rug burn. And then also on the hardwoods, it would kind of hurt his knees too. So he was always trying to stand up and walk. So he is definitely walking now. He can also go from sitting down to standing up all by himself, like in the middle of a room. Before, he would have to hold on to something to help himself pull up, but now he can just go from sitting in the middle of the floor, not touching anything, to standing up, which is crazy. So a lot of times he just does that, walks where he wants to go and sit down. Obviously, he's still a little bit wobbly. You can tell that he's just now started walking, and he does still choose to crawl some, but he is definitely walking. So we need to get this kid some shoes. 2 things that he's kind of learned this month is he's learned to clap. We've been working on clapping for a while. Just something that I chose to kind of teach him, or wanted him to learn. And he is so cute when he claps. So we tell him to clap, you know, like a regular clap, but he actually claps like this. And so it is super cute, and he loves clapping. And sometimes we won't even ask him to clap. We'll just say like, yay, about something, and he'll clap. So it's really cute. And then also, I was trying to teach him how to kiss, and he hasn't really figured that out yet. But if I say give kisses, he'll lean his face into my face, knowing that I'm gonna kiss him. So that's super cute too. He's definitely noticing and learning what we're saying and kind of comprehending those, which is crazy to me already. He also dances some. I wouldn't really say that he knows what the word dance means, but if music is on and he is standing up, he is bouncing up and down to the beat. He is looking around at people. He loves music. So he definitely has been dancing some this month. We've started to brush his little teeth this month. He has 2 bottom teeth still. I think the 2 top are gonna be coming in anytime. I'm sorry, the sun is like coming out and then going behind the clouds and then coming out again. So this video is gonna be dark and light all over the place, so I apologize. Anyways, we have like a little rubbery toothbrush that he loves to just chew on, and we don't use any toothpaste or anything quite yet, but we brush his hair at night, and while Jane's brushing her teeth, we give him his little brush, and he kind of copies what Jane does. This month, he rode in the grocery cart with Jane for the first time. He has ridden in the grocery cart before by himself, but this was one of the ones at the grocery store that's like shaped like a car, and there's like 2 seats. And so we got that, and he sat in it with Jane, and he loved it. And I think Jane loved it too. It was fun to have them sitting together, and they kind of played with each other while we did our grocery shopping. And that is gonna be a lifesaver when baby number 3 gets here, because I can wear baby number 3 and have both kids in the cart and still have room in my cart for food. This month, Jackson had his first meal without purees. This has been something that we are working on. He has been super picky with food. Jane was never picky at all, so this is like a new territory for me, and I'm trying my best to continue to introduce him to foods, even if he showed that he didn't like it before. but he loves the puree little squeeze packs that we get from the grocery store, and that's where he gets most of his nutrients. He gets his, besides formula, but he gets vegetables and fruit. There hasn't been a squeeze pack that we found that he doesn't like yet, so I just feel really confident in the squeeze packs, knowing that he's getting his fruits and vegetables. But I also don't really want to be buying those forever because they're expensive, and he's getting to be 1 year old soon, and so he doesn't need to be eating purees. So we're trying to steer away from those for those two reasons. And so this month he actually ate like a balanced meal. What I do these days is I put everything on his plate that I want him to eat, and then after he's done eating, or after he's done choosing what he wants to eat, I'll decide, does he need something else? Does he need more vegetables? Does he need more fruits? And then I'll give him a puree pack. Sometimes I'll only give him a half of one. Sometimes I'll give him a full one. It kind of just depends on what he ate on the plate that meal. But we are slowly but surely steering away from those puree packs, which I am thankful for. Speaking of food, his two favorite foods right now are cheese and oranges, specifically mandarin oranges. I don't think I've given him like a real orange yet, and I don't really know what the difference between a mandarin orange and an orange is besides the size of it. But we get the little mandarin oranges in the can that have water, so it's not like super sugary, and he gobbles those things up, you guys. And then he also loves cheese, specifically cheese sticks, because he can hold on to it and eat it better. We do give him little cheese pieces that we cut up ourselves too, but he can't eat those as well as the stick. And he loves mac and cheese, you know, all the unhealthy kind of stuff too. So cheese and mandarin oranges are definitely his favorite right now. And the last thing I have is that Jackson learned how to climb up the stairs this month. I'm pretty sure he learned at Mimi and Pawpaw's house, which is where he took his first steps too at the same time. So climbing the stairs and taking his first steps all at Mimi and Pawpaw's house, all in the same like 4 days. He can get up the stairs very fast, so I'm glad that we already had our gates in place. The only problem now is that Jane doesn't know how to open up the gates, so a lot of times she gets stuck either upstairs or downstairs, and there's like a lot of opening up the gates and closing them. But as long as Jackson is safe, if that gate is open, he will bolt right to it and go up those stairs as fast as he can, and that could be very dangerous. That is it for Jackson's update. I have no idea how much he weighs or how tall he is or anything, because his last time that he was at the doctor was 9 months. The next time he goes for 1 year. So maybe for next time, 11-month update, I will try to weigh him on the scale at home and see how much he weighs. But otherwise, Jackson is doing really good. He is growing up so fast. He is showing his little personality. One more thing that he kind of does that I wanted to mention was right around dinner time, or right around the time that I need to start cooking dinner, he's been getting really fussy. I think it's just the whole entire day goes by, and then for some reason around that time, it's usually around like 5, he just wants me to hold him and he just wants attention. So that can be very frustrating, because obviously I'm trying to get dinner ready, but I do feel a little bit bad for him that maybe he just needs some attention. So I don't know if it's just a phase or what's happening, but little guy isn't so laid back anymore. He definitely knows how to get what he wants. He definitely knows how to throw a little fit there. And that's just his little personality coming out, which is fine by me. So anyways, I hope you guys like this update. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget about the Desitin, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.